that's right. Hello, everybody! Hello, and welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. My name was just on the screen, but in case you forgot, it's Kevin Pereira. Now, right. Olivia is out. Sadly, she's still battling scurvy.
That's right.
So once again, joining us is Chris Hardwick.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and we are coming to you live from the G4 bunker in Los Angeles.
All right, let's do this. On today's show, shock and awe. And around the net, we're showing you how our troops are killing time over in good old Iraq, and it involves some very dangerous ghostwriting. Not the vehicle from Halo. Plus, in the loop, it's all things Facebook. We'll look at how the billion-dollar empire is evolving and find out if the experts think that it can actually surpass MySpace.
And also in Gadgetron, my segment, we're reviewing the Sony OLED digital TV. Now, it's only 3 millimeters thick and has an unheard of contrast ratio of 1,000,000 to 1. Oh, I'm going to bring it. And guess what? It's cheap, sort of.
Yeah.
We're going to tell you how much later in the show. And then, what the hell's up with Japan? We're going to fill you in on all the recent happenings of the crazy country, including the new Mega Mac hamburger and, of course, some sex dolls.
Both equally delicious.
Yes,
and
exactly.
filled with meat.
A mega sex doll.
Now, today is special because it actually would have been Mr. Rogers' 80th birthday.
That death knot snatched him from our grasp.
We stopped counting at that point. So to honor him, and the nonprofit company he created has actually made a very special request. Everyone is supposed to wear their favorite sweater today. And of course, we have ours on.
That's right.
We're all very happy.
It's like a simple blue, solid color. You're more earth tone.
I'm an earth tone guy.
I have to be honest, though, we're slightly out of my element here.
Can you man up for Mr. Rogers? Could you do it for him?
All right, I'll man up for the Raj.
Come on.
Okay,
thank you,
I'm manning up for the Raj.
Now, other than sweaters, time to run down the top 5 things on the web right now.
We're going around the net.
Let's go.
Dancing.
Is anybody paying attention to that?
I believe I said dancing.
No, you were there. Ted Danson?
I was referring to Ted Danson.
Okay, because he was great in Damages. Baby. Love him. In at number 5, it's maybe the most dangerous, stupidest, most moronic thing you could ever do at work. And of course, we saw this a few months back, done by some other idiots. But today, it's just as shocking.
Let's be honest. If your entertainment comes from a Caterpillar construction machine, you might not be the brightest bulb. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you die.
We get bored at work and play Scrabulous. Those guys do that.
Well, that's not how nerds kill time.
It's no more dangerous than like being a construction worker like at Mel Gibson's.
That's right. If you're
nobody reads the gossip blogs?
No, they were high-fiving over there.
Okay, good.
Because that was so awesome.
High-fiving for asphyxiation.
And at number 4, we have a College Humor original about John Barnes, a new presidential candidate that's entering the field.
Yeah, see, all the candidates are still trying to find a way to be cool with the kids and get the youth vote. Did he? Unfortunately, most of the candidates are clueless. However, John Barnes is branding himself as the first viral politician, and his techniques seem to actually work.
Hi, I'm Governor John Barnes, and I have decided to enter the presidential race as an independent. Well, I am not a man of cheap tricks. I am a man of answers. Our great nation faces many challenges, and we need a leader with a proven track record. One who is unafraid to sail the seas of tumultuous change. And I have spent my career fighting for hard-working American families.
I was able to get extra financing for preschools and also saved a colony of endangered opossums.
I want my money, Pete!
Hadouken!
A vote for John Barnes is a vote for kangaroo nuts.
Vote John Barnes! Vote John Barnes! Vote John Barnes!
I'm in.
McCain's plan to get the youth vote out is to mail out Little Orphan Annie decoder pins and teach the hoop and stick to kids. Because he's old!
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're going to carve and date that guy. He's 11.
I say, if McCain were to reenact Great Fall, I would switch.
Then you would switch over.
Or maybe Hillary and Obama could do a little like 2 Dems, 1 Cup kind of action or something.
I don't know if
just to send a message to the kids.
Just so the Democratic Party would at least come together on something.
That's what I'm saying.
Even if it was a cup of poop.
A little soft serve action.
That's right.
And at number 3 today, we have the latest sketch from Human Giant,
Yes.
the comedy group consisting of Aziz Ansari, Rob Hubel, and Paul Scheer.
I'm actually very good friends with these guys.
They're all in your top 8.
We just performed with them at South by Southwest last week, and they're awesome. Here, a police sketch artist brings his own style to his work, but it might be the wrong tone to help capture the murder of a fallen officer, and dare we say, we love it.
Give me that sketch. I want to see the man that killed my partner. What is this, sort of a joke?
No, I drew him exactly how she described him.
Did she tell you to put the words vroom vroom behind a cute little car?
She said he was driving fast. That's an efficient way to convey that information.
Hey, man! My partner was killed and you're making a joke out of it! Oh, my God.
That's a new quintessential bad guy phrase. It makes
Vroom,
everyone
vroom.
clean as vroom vroom, bitches.
Yeah.
Listen, at our morning Around the Net meeting, we see a lot of bad sketches. Normally they're from Funny or Die. But consistently, Human Giant hits home runs.
Get
so,
over it.
Yeah, seriously. And how about a little love for the Human Giant? Because they are doing it.
Human Giant, they're fantastic.
Congrats on the new season, guys.
Watch that show on MTV, second season. And in at number 2 today is the best thing to happen to the internet since YouTube, because when we woke this morning, almost every episode of South Park is streaming in high-quality video for free at southparkstudios.com.
That's right, you've got 11 years of Matt and Trey's show at your fingertips. But the site is loaded with extras as well. There's actually a production blog, forums, episode guides, news, games, downloads. You can even create your own South Park avatar like you could back in '97. But this time,
Now it's 08.
it's totally
And so you can do it now, too.
Great.
And because, of course, they're available all free for online anyway, here are our 5 favorite South Park moments.
Why?
Bitch, this stuff is free!
Exactly.
I'm sick of it. It's completely immature.
Oh, they cut away before he... You want to go over to the video wall and just spray a little?
That would mean I would be dead, because that's the last thing that happens to you before you
TV
die.
friendly.
Oh, chef.
All right, coming in at number 1 today, folks, we are heading over to the beautiful, sovereign, democratic metropolis of Iraq to check in with the troops.
That's right. Now, we're in year 5 of the war over there, and when the troops aren't fighting insurgents and winning hearts and minds, they're searching for anything to fight off boredom. Solution? Proudly crank up Mr. Fab's Ghost Ride It and do it to a tank.
Word. He's a little more robot.
Little robot.
But it was pretty good.
Little robot. Technically, that actually was not a tank. It was an MRAP, a new armored vehicle designed to survive IED attacks. Wow.
Save somebody a caps lock forum rant right there.
That's right.
They actually cost a cool $500,000 a piece, which makes it perfect ghostwriting
And
material.
also probably soon to be in the American car
Exactly.
market, too. Every jerk's going
Put
to have
some
one of those.
spinners on it.
That's
Deflect the shrapnel.
Lower it.
AOTS does support the troops. We especially support the ghostwriting troops.
That's
so thank
right.
you for that. Thank you for getting down. Next time, get low, low, low. Get your daily viral fix and sign up for the Around the Net podcast. You know the drill. Just go over to g4tv.com/AroundTheNet.
That's right. And don't forget to catch tonight's 10 o'clock show featuring our new ATN After Hours segment. No, you're right to make that noise. Exclusive videos. Tonight we're showing the hottest videos of Brazilian supermodel and Victoria's Secret angel, Adriana Lima. I say her name in the bad accent.
Swill her name around like a fine wine.
Adriana Lima.
Take a big sniff.
Sniff you.
All right. As you can tell by the amount of skinny white males on the set
Yeah.
and in the audience,
That's right.
Olivia
it's pasty. Oh, shut
is
it.
out again today. As always, she's sadly missed, right?
Luckily, she's taped a very special message for us. That girl really knows how to tug at your heartstrings.
Hi everybody, I'm Olivia Munn, and I know that Kevin and Chris are hosting the show today, so it might be missing a feminine touch. So I thought I'd inject a little femininity into the show. So here you go. Vagina, 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 Kevin's mom's vagina, Kevin's vagina, coochie, vagina, my vagina is a little itchy right now. Vagina, thanks vagina, bye.
Actually,
Actually, I was more focused on the mammoth flowers.
Yeah,
The island of Dr. Moreau Field.
They were about to entangle her.
Oh,
Well,
and she said vagina a lot.
She did. And mentioned my mom's, which, by the way, if you're not a friend of my mother's vagina on MySpace, make sure you hit it up. There's room for the top 80.
/ Kevin's
So
mother's
get in there.
vagina?
Yes.
Good.
Well, always classy, so thank you again, Olivia. Now it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley and the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, the rebels are here, and they don't want cake. They're getting ready to boycott the Weinstein Company's new film about Star Wars fanboys. Plus, a new roller coaster at Universal Studios in Orlando will allow you to share the thrill of the ride online. And online pirates may be able to find safe harbor in Antigua. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
Thanks, Layla. So earlier this week, Facebook launched a new privacy controls for network allegiance. So where does your social network allegiance stand? Vote at our website, g4tv.com/AOTS, or text your vote to G4TXT, that's 44898 to vote and register for AOTS live news alerts.
And tell us what superhero power you'd like to have, or
what kind of Dorito am I?
Ooh, spicy Cool Ranch?
Whoa, you pegged me.
Oh, great, we're friends. Still ahead. Zach Selwyn talks exclusively to Penn Jillette in Vegas and gets ranting tips from the master himself.
Plus, we're going to talk with our virtual audience and Star Wars fans worldwide about the outrage against the Weinstein Company for recutting fanboys.
Right.
And later in the show...
Wait, no, hold on. You're not going to do it?
We're on live television. Why are you stopping?
No, stop the music. You're not going to...
What? Oh, someone turned off the record player.
Well, it's an MP3 with a needle. It's no big deal, but...
I don't like surprises. What's going on?
It's kind of the moment I've been waiting for since, I don't know, last year. It's National Sweater Day. I've been prepping for this.
Okay.
The last 12 months, Chris.
Preparing for what, Kevin?
The first annual AOTS Sweater Throwdown 08.
What?
Men are mean and women are sad.
Okay, first of all, I have no idea what you're talking about. Your intensity is a little frightening, and this seems unfair because I wasn't here last year.
All
so
year, Chris, I have been collecting the ugliest of wool sweaters for you to wear throughout the show.
What?
In turn, you can, of course, dress me in the ugliest sweaters that you have as well. It's a sweater throwdown. Everybody knows that. Kevin, don't you read the blogs?
No! I don't have any sweaters for you to wear. This is completely unfair.
Well, you had better find some hardware, because when we come back, our first sweaters in the throwdown will be revealed. Stay tuned.
Man, come
it's going to get ugly, and you're getting pwned.
I gotta find a sweater.
Get a sweater.
Want to become one with the gaming universe? Find out how in 60 seconds.
At J3717.
So winter is winding down and it's almost time for a little spring cleaning. In other words, time to clean out all the old video game crap you have lying around. You know, that Xbox copy of Metal Arms. It was a good game and all, but let's be honest, you are not going to play it again, ever. Well, should you sell your old games back to your local video game store? Only if you want to be totally taken advantage of. Well, there's always the charity route. There are soldiers in Iraq who would love your old copy of NBA Ballers. Or you could organize a game exchange with all of your cohorts. Everyone brings their old games in a six-pack and the trades begin. You get new games to play, and I'm sure you're saving the earth in some way. I'm Morgan, and that's been a minute.
Tara Geelig is...
Oh.
Attack of the Show Sweater Throwdown.
Right to the ovaries, baby. Oh, it's National Sweater Day. Things could not be more beautiful around here because we're about to reveal round one of our sweaters.
This is not fun.
No, come on, it's time to do it. Let's reveal these bad boys. You show me mine, and I'll show you yours, which is sort of how it works.
Okay.
Let's see it. Oh, that is a bad sweater. That is a bad sweater. Look at you. Oh, you're like a Cadbury spokesmodel.
All right, well,
Tell me about the eggs. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, this is a doozy that Chris found during the commercial break. Wait till you see this.
all right, well, you know what? Yeah, okay.
You suck at this
You
game.
give a guy
and
4
at life.
minutes, what's he gonna come up with?
I could pick 3 sweaters and finish a Reality Kings update.
Well, great.
4 minutes is all I need.
You're awesome. I don't know what to say.
I'm just saying, well, maybe up your game for round 2 because right now they're laughing at you. Did you hear that?
I just found that lying around. I just found this sweater lying around.
Whatever,
I didn't
here we
even
go.
have to.
Whatever. It's fine, Chris.
No, whatever.
Nice excuse.
It's not. Anyway. I'm not sold yet, but I have to admit, it does fit pretty well. This is all kind of Cosby fitting, actually. I kind of enjoy it. We have 3 more sweaters to try on throughout the show. Please stay tuned. Now, Zach Selwyn is here, who has a sweater on himself, by the way, to tell you about his recent trip to Vegas. Now, I don't know if he was lucky in Vegas, but he's very fortunate in that he only has to do this once on the show today.
Oh, that means he only gets to wear one sweater.
That's right.
Well, all right.
What's crazy, guys, is that I just showed up to work dressed like this. I guess it's my lucky day. I love sweaters. Woo! Yeah. Sweaters. Recently, I flew to Vegas to hang out with Penn Jillette and talk about his new blog. The shouty half of Penn and Teller has taken loud ranting into brave new territory, the internet. Zach Selwyn here at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas, where I am hot on the trail of Penn Jillette. Now, when he's not on stage pulling tricks, he can be found on the internet blowing off some steam.
Child abuse is naming your kid Dave.
From magic to radio to television and a Showtime series called Bull, Penn Jillette has conquered the airways and is setting his sights on the blogosphere on Crackle.com.
You talk about a lot of stuff on your new video blog. It's called Penn Says. Can you tell us what that is exactly?
It was a chance to just take a Sony camera and turn it like that and say whatever popped into my head. Mormons wear magic underwear. I can go any length I want, anytime I want. On bullshit, I want to make sure I'm right. On the Penn Says, I don't care if I'm wrong. What weather could come along that would show us we were wrong about global warming?
You know, radio show, bull, Vegas show. You really needed a 4th outlet?
You'd think that doing bull or doing the live show or doing a radio show is the same as doing these little hunks like this. But the fact that there's not a length and the fact that there's not a guy standing over there with a clipboard makes a big difference. It is impossible that there could be a better world than this.
What are some of the categories you get into on your blog?
Well, there aren't really any categories. I'm doing like 4 a week. The latest one that drove me crazy, I'm just nuts. My daughter is 2.5 years old, and there's all this princess stuff. I think there is nothing more un-American than this obsession we have with princesses and kings and queens. I just think it's an insult to the founding fathers. Are you daddy's little princess? No.
I want you to teach me how to make my own blog.
What subject you got?
I'm talking about tipping everybody in Las Vegas. That's too big for my rant?
I would just tell you, if you're going to do stuff for the web, don't ever use a camera that won't fit up your
All right, I want to talk about tipping. I get off the plane, roll over to the luggage thing. Some guy gives me a bag of luggage and goes, "Get on your way." I have to tip him $1. Then the cab driver opens up the door and drives me over to the Rio Hotel to see the Penn and Teller show. I got to tip him $4 on the taxi bill because it was $38 because the traffic was so nuts because Air Force One delayed us in the airport for 2 hours.
It was $38 bill and you tipped $4?
I'm sick of tipping. You know what, Vegas? I got $4 left and I'm keeping them. What's up?
What's the appropriate tip for the person you're interviewing?
I should give you a $55.
All right, man, that wraps it up for us. Penn, thanks for the advice. Check out his blog, Penn Says.
Thank you.
Yeah, check out Penn's blog when you can. It's a great insight into the mind of a Vegas madman. Now, let's go back to Kevin and Chris.
Would you stop picking curlies off my sweater?
Thanks, Zach. Seriously, that's the best you ever looked, by the way. I love that sweater. It's really good. Argyle.
Argyle looks good on Zach. This wouldn't look good on anyone.
No. That's why I picked it.
That's right.
Right now it's time for the news, folks. Layla, unfortunately, is sweater agnostic.
So here's the only news you need to know without the wool.
Nintendo here in Hollywood.
The Feed with Layla Kaylee.
Alright guys, let's get right to it. It's nothing like the Battle of Yavin, but Star Wars fans are getting ready to boycott the latest cut of the film Fanboys, as well as any other movie made by the Weinstein Company. Fans are upset because they feel that the new version makes fun of them and are organizing their own rebel alliance and are referring to Harvey as Darth Weinstein. The film originally included the story of a boy with cancer who made a pilgrimage to Skywalker Ranch before he died. But the latest version of the film removed any mention of the terminal illness from the plot, and until it's restored, the real fanboys refuse to support it. I don't blame them. A new roller coaster is making its debut down in Universal Studios Orlando, and you'll be able to share your ride on YouTube once you've experienced it. The Hollywood Rip Ride rocket goes 65 miles an hour and is suspended 17 stories above the park. And it's got a hill that's 167 feet tall. Can't wait for that. But the biggest thrill will be the interactive element. You'll be able to customize your ride by selecting your own music score to make a video that you can upload to the internet and share with your friends. The coaster is set to open in January of 2009. The X Prize Foundation normally sponsors space travel competitions, but this time they're keeping things closer to Earth. They're offering a $10 million prize for the competitor who can design the most fuel-efficient car. Progressive Casualty Insurance is the sponsor of the competition, and it's open to established automakers as well as unknown engineers. They're not looking for concept cars, however. They want designs that can be available for purchase right away. More than 60 teams have signed up, including Tesla Motors and MDI Motors, who created the air-powered car that we reported on a while back. Antigua has promised to give free rein to intellectual property piracy if the U.S. doesn't allow Americans to participate in Antiguan online gambling. The World Trade Organization awarded the island the right to ignore American copyright laws last December, and if negotiations between the U.S. and Antigua fail, Antigua is ready to take advantage of the ruling. The island is hoping that the Motion Picture Association of America and software giants like Microsoft will put pressure on the U.S. government to come to an agreement. But if they can't, it's safe harbor for pirates. All right, and finally, a 27-year-old computer engineer was released from a jail in Casablanca after being pardoned from his 3-year sentence by the king. You guys aren't going to believe this. His crime was impersonating the king's younger brother by creating a fake Facebook page. A court in Morocco sentenced him to 3 years in jail and fined him $1,400 for using false information and stealing the prince's identity. The engineer insisted that he only did it as a joke, and there was international outcry at what was considered an excessive sentence. The king pardoned him along with 500 others as part of a celebration of the Prophet Muhammad's birthday. I don't even know what to say to that story. People need to get a sense of humor. All right, well, that's it for today, guys, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Stay tuned to G4 all day and look for the feed ticker at the bottom of your screen. We'll have all the news you need to know as it happens. I'm Layla Cayley, and you've just been fed.
Thank you, Layla Cayley. Mock, mock.
Yeah.
You're like an Easter egg.
It's still funny.
Now here's your chance to participate in today's show.
That's right. It's the virtual audience powered by StickCam.
And the smell of sweaty wool.
All right, fanboys, let's talk about fanboys, I guess. As you just heard in the feed, the film's theatrical cut has been edited to remove the whole cancer storyline. Might have been a downer or something. Ryan, what do you think? Are you upset that the movie's not going to be what the filmmakers actually intended?
Yeah, I kind of am, because I think it's kind of a sad story. If he's got cancer and he's going all his way to like have his own adventure before he dies, it makes a great story.
Yeah, but that's a little too depressing for Hollywood, isn't it? I mean, it's the truth. You can't have that.
Well, you could.
Well, yeah, no, you could, precisely, but they don't want it, unfortunately. Are you actually scared that the company is going to do this to like upcoming films, like say, Zack and
Miri Make a Porno,
or Kill Shot even?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so, because like if they get a bad review about one movie, then I think every other company will figure out that, hey, we're doing something wrong, we should do something else and see what the public wants.
You don't think they'll roll over and blame the bad reviews on the fans themselves and not on the hatchet job they did in the editing bay?
No.
All right, well, I hope that's the case. I truly do, because I'd love to see the right version of the film come out, and I'd love a message to be sent that, hey...
It's hard to have a serious conversation in this sweater, Kevin. I feel weird about it.
No, you're doing a great job.
I appreciate it. Well, thank you, Ryan. I'll see if I can do this without looking like a tool. Up next, we're talking about Antigua's ability to... All right, suck it! To legally download U.S. copyrighted material. Phil, how do you feel that an entire country can legally download movies and music, and you cannot?
I don't know. I think it's pretty exciting. Like, if if it starts with Antigua, it might start with, or it might go on somewhere else, and it might even mean for, easier copyright laws.
I think they should use it as part of their sales pitch to come to Antigua. Free downloads!
Pirate your American wares!
Beaches and some movie that you want for free.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, in today's loop, we're talking about Facebook's versus MySpace, but first, we want to talk to you guys at home about social networking sites. Robert, which one do you use, and why do you use that particular network?
What's going on, guys? I love my MySpace page. I don't know about you guys, but definitely Facebook is not my top choice.
What's the deal? Is it the lack of glitter graphics and porno spam?
Well, what I mean is Facebook is a great website. I mean, don't get me wrong, But I mean, it's got too many of those excessive applications that they have, like the Super Wall, the Fun Wall, Friends for Sale, Texas Hold'em, and keeping up with the latest Star Trek news.
Oh, but what about like the fridge magnet applications and
well, you know, it's like
MySpace
you get porn solicitations or band solicitations of Facebook. You can be a werewolf. Like, I don't need one more werewolf or knighthood invitation.
Exactly. I mean, it's great, but the problem is they overcomplicate it. The problem is they don't have like streaming music like my MySpace page does, or they don't even have if you're not added to your friends or people that you do know from like high school, you can't view their profile, unlike MySpace, where you can actually go out and do stuff like that.
Right, it's far easier to stalk the high school girls on MySpace, is what Rob was saying, I think. And,
yeah,
and
than on MySpace, where everyone's expecting you to stalk on there, but on Facebook, they're not expecting it yet, so that's how you can sneak up on them. Virtual audience, thanks so much. We release you from your sworn duty.
Yes, you may now resume, again, stalking girls on Facebook. Thanks, fellas, and we will see you next time. Coming up, though, The Loop will ask if Facebook can surpass MySpace, and the experts will weigh in.
And today's Gadgetron is a review of a Sony LED digital TV that's only 3 millimeters thick.
Plus, we'll try to shame each other with a brand new sweater. It's all happening when we come back. The Sweater Throwdown continues.
The feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life. Get your career.
Attack of the show, Sweater Throwdown.
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Yeah, I'm feeling better.
I came out swinging, sweetheart, and I'm not stopping.
I got a little fire back.
We are
got a little fire in my belly.
We are battling it out with sweaters. Who has the ugliest? We're about to find out. Oh, after you, Sir Hardwick.
Oh, thank you, madam. Here we go. All right.
Yeah. Now that is an ugly sweater chosen by yours truly.
This smells like failure. That's what it smells like.
Well, there's a reason for that.
National Sweater Day is kind of growing on me a little bit. Let's see what you got going on under there, Cam.
What? To the no. Oh, no, come on.
Oh, that's adorable.
This is not that good.
You're so cute.
I look great in this. You did not pick a good one.
Can I take you to prom in the 50s?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think this sweater was actually a cat bed a few days ago.
Can I feel you up?
My eyes are starting to water, actually.
Oh. You all right?
No. Do we have any Clarinex or Febreze?
Why don't you go wash
something?
the feline out of your eyeballs? I'm going to handle the poll results here.
I still think I won this round.
No, I think you lose, actually. Earlier, Kevin and I polled you to find out where your social networking allegiance stands, and according to the numbers, it looks like 43% of you have thrown in the towel with social networks. Of the faithful, MySpace still maintains a slight lead. So MySpace, congratulations, slightly. Even so, here to prove once and for all that no security measure in the world would keep him from displaying his profile, it's the lovely sweatered Kevin Pereira.
Thank you.
For Facebook, it's What Element Are You for Wired Magazine, because I'm a nerd. Coming up, find out what's up with Japan with their fiery pianos and sex dolls and giant mega burgers. And later, we're going to find out what's up with Gadgetron when we review a cheap 3mm wide TV. Plus, the Sweater Throwdown continues. We're going to have brand new wool when we get back.
Attack of the show, Sweater Throwdown.
Standing tall, standing proud, because I think it's two.
I think it's one up. I think we're one up.
It's National Sweater Day in honor of what would have been Mr. Rogers' 80th birthday.
This is how he would have envisioned this day,
This is exactly how we'd want it. So all day we've been having the AOTS Sweater Throwdown.
Here's what Kevin thought I would not enjoy. Dude, I would wear this anyway. I love it. Nice try, Woods.
That actually looks kind of...
Yeah, I know. It's awesome.
Decent on you.
Yeah, fail. All right, let's see yours. Elephant robe.
Okay, well, first of all, the robe is fantastic. Second of all,
yeah. That's cheers of disgust. They hate it.
Where did you... This is actually... All right, this is pretty... Where did you find this? This is pretty good.
I found it lying around. Don't worry about it. Just found it lying around.
Oh, all right. Well,
yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about
kudos, because, wow. All right, that's fair. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Now, just like these sweaters, if you can't figure out Japan, you are not alone. A large percentage of the internet's content is devoted to unwrapping that riddle.
Yes, from sex dolls to enormous hamburgers, here are a few clues to what's up with Japan.
Real love is becoming harder to find for Japanese men. So hard for 45-year-old Tabo that he transferred his affection and desires to dozens of plastic sex dolls. When 45-year-old Tabo returns home each evening, it's not to a wife or a girlfriend, but a row of dolls lined up neatly on his sofa. Tabo often watches television with his name dolls before bathing them, powdering them so their skin feels more human, and dressing them in lingerie. Tabo says he has had sex with 5 real women, but prefers the dolls because they can't cheat on you or betray you. Famed Japanese jazz pianist Yosuke Yamashita expressed his burning passion for music by setting his piano on fire. At a sunset performance on a beach in western Japan's Ishikawa, the 66-year-old wore a firefighter's protective suit while playing an improvised jazz piece before an audience of 500. He continued his performance for a full 10 minutes before the strings burnt and the piano went silent. Each spring, hay fever affects 20 million Japanese. Every year, people fight their allergies with masks and medicine, but this year, they're fighting back with technology. The Japanese Weather Service has distributed pollen detection balls across the country. The device issues warnings on a scale from 1 to 5, with the detector's lights changing from white to blue, depending upon the level of pollen in the air. And finally, for those of you who can't get enough of McDonald's here in the States, you may want to head to the East. McDonald's of Japan has put its Mega Series food permanently on the menu. The Mega Mac hamburger is 4 times larger than its American counterpart, and 23 million of them sold in the first 5 days of their debut. Also on the new menu will be the Mega Teriyaki Chicken. Now you can eat Mega all day, every day, from morning to night. And that is What's Up with Japan.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you, Japan. Now, don't turn on your Xbox just yet. We have more sweaters ahead.
Plus, today's Gadgetron is a Sony OLED TV with an unheard of contrast ratio of 1,000,000 to 1. Lots more ahead when the attack comes back.
If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, word life. If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, word life.
A great, big, funky world out there. And G4 has scoured it to find the most unusual, most outrageous, and most messed up foreign television. And we're bringing it home to you with Duty Free TV, weeknights at 8:30, only on G4.
Attack of the Show Sweater Throwdown.
All right.
No, it's far too close to chanting.
I gotta be honest, I was not a fan of the sweater throwdown at first, but it kind of grew to love it like a gay uncle, and I'm up first. So all right, here we go. I feel so liberated. Whoa.
That's pretty good.
Hey, you know what? I feel like I'm going to Patti LaBelle Con.
Did you raid my mother's closet?
Yeah, I did.
All right, I guess it's time for me to face the music. Do we have an official score? I think we're pretty much tied at this point.
At this point, I think we're tied up.
Let's see it. Bam.
This sweater would be too gay for the Bravo channel. It's a polar bear sniffing a snowflake.
Not gay enough for my Facebook picture. This is pretty good. I think our shame is complete. Congratulations.
I think we both win, which I think means we both lose.
You know, Olivia and I are actually very competitive. Normally, we would declare a winner, but, you know, that doesn't always have to be. I think we're both winners or losers today, if you look at it. And you're a guest, of course.
Thank you, Kevin. So, this actually turned out very nice.
I think it did. Suck it, Hardwick, I totally won!
Wait a minute.
What?
You totally turned it on me! You totally turned it on me!
Moving on.
I totally fell for it!
Get out the lotion, maybe some tissues. Today's Gadget Prawn is going to be low and mind-blowing.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show, I was waiting for explosions and guitars and a polar bear shooting lasers, but apparently this sweater throws everybody off.
That's right.
Coming up tomorrow, we got some undercover work as the drummer for Coheed and Cambria. I'm signing up. We're going to find out if drumming a song on Expert and Rock Band actually translates to real-life chops. Here's a hint. No.
Plus, we're going to count down the top 10 hottest women of the web. What?
Yeah, they're hotties. Then next week, Jeff Ma, the real-life MIT card-counting master, will be here live to teach us his tricks. So we're all getting busted.
That's right. Go to G4 DatavideoTV.com/AOTWest for all the things you saw today and more. You know the drill.
Also, very important, stick around, folks. X-Play is up next. Now, if you're not familiar with the X-Play, they are a show on television, typically following ours, right back to back.
I don't understand how that
They
works.
talk about games. Well, this show ends and another begins. If you look at a program,
are you some kind of wizard? How do you make that happen?
There's people in master
Other
control
people?
type positions.
There are other people on this channel.
Okay.
What are you trying to say to me?
Let's take a step back.
I'm stepping back.
Okay. Take one more step back.
Oh my God, the sweater is ruining my brain!
Okay, and on that note, good night, everybody. Can't.